Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the BTO series, episode 4. Today's video, we are getting our tractor down to the dealer because it has a monstrous oil leak, and we're unsure exactly what it is, so we're going to just take it on down to the dealer and let them figure out what's wrong with this thing and get us a rental. Okay, so we've made the decision to just drive the tractor in. We're not going to try to have it towed or trailered or any of that because the cost is just way too much for what we're willing to pay and what we have to spend actually. So we just put some more oil in it and are deciding to just drive it in because that's what the dealer said to do. So we are rolling up to the dealer. Not exactly sure. I guess we'll just go in the front entrance here. Look at all the tractors they got. They got an alright. We're gonna have to check out some of these tractors we definitely can't afford here. He said to pull this thing around back. And then I guess we'll go inside and we will figure out what we're getting pulled around back, but he didn't say quite where to put this thing, so we'll just leave it right here next to this this very why is it telling me to refuel? Interesting. This very nice 525. This is a brand new tractor. This is where all their used stuff usually. Their used implements sit back here. They got a really nice ripper here. I wouldn't mind having a case one. Can't afford it though. Got a Landau BT tool. We got a case Tiger Mate 200. Yeah, I wonder why this quad track's sitting back here. I'm guessing somebody owns this, and it's back here for PDI pre-delivery inspection. I bet that's why it's back here. What else do they got? They got a John Deere 410 RX with one of these field seal boxes on them. That's a pretty slick tractor. Somebody must have traded that in for something else. What else they got up here? We got a Massey Ferguson. We got a 8910. Got a 380 Magnum. The big boys, what's sitting over here? We have a 470 quad. I'd actually really love to have this, but I definitely can't afford it. Got a 580, another five. So we got a pair of 580s sitting over here. Combines, we got a 6088, and they got an 8240. And then they got another little tractor up front. They got a Vestrum 100. I'm not exactly sure what this little guy is. So I guess we'll go inside and we'll find somebody and we'll see what they're letting us have as far as the lease goes. I have talked to one of the service advisors, and we are getting to have this 380 Magnum. So power-wise, this one's about a 50 horse difference, I think, maybe 60 between what we had. However, this is a really nice tractor. So I'm excited to try this thing out and see how it does on the Ripper. One thing I really do like about these, I guess you could call them front wheel assist tractors, is they move. Because we're moving over 30 miles an hour, 33, 34-ish. So that is one thing I really do actually like about these tractors is they're quick to move down the road versus a bigger four-wheel articulated tractor. You're maybe 26, 27 at best. So speed, these things definitely have the speed. You'll notice the oil has gone off the ground. We threw a bunch of kitty litter down and we were able to clean up that mess because we don't want that in our field. I must not be back far enough because I can't get it to hook up here. Oh, this thing has a 3-point on the back of it. All right, let's try again here. There we go. I wasn't back far enough. There we go. All right. Here is our setup. I'm excited for this. We'll see how this does. It's a little bit less horsepower, but I honestly think this is still going to pull this Ripper pretty easily. So let's set the GPS back up and let's get back to work. Okay, so we're on our last few longer passes, and then we got a couple short ones, and then we got 2 long ones up by the road we're gonna have to go over and do, and then we got all these ends to work. So we've been out working this field, haven't heard a peep out of case, so I don't quite know what's going on there. I think we got a yeah, we got one row that's one pass that's a little odd here, but hoping to hear something out of case maybe. I just got off the phone with case, and our repair bill is going to be, it's the repair bill plus the lease of this tractor. We are looking at $3,800, so that's honestly not too bad. So we probably will have to take on a contractor, so just to build the bank back up, and plus also have some money for next year, because I want to be able to lease some ground for next year, and we're gonna need to build that bank up a little bit. So probably going to be taking on a contract after we're done ripping this field. We have finished digging this field up. Don't mind the couple spots out there that I missed. But we're going to run back to the farm. We're going to unhook this ripper. I believe the plan for the tractor is going to be, they're going to bring our tractor back to us, and then they're going to come get theirs. So it's not on us to retrieve our tractor. They're gonna do all that for us. I don't know if I mentioned or said what the problem was. That the rear main seal did go on that tractor. It didn't go completely, but it went enough to where it was leaking oil pretty bad. So we were able to put some oil in it and drive it to the dealer, like I had mentioned, and that saved us quite a bit of money from having to put it on a trailer. All right, they have bought our tractor back. It's actually kind of interesting. These two sit next to each other. It doesn't that 380 doesn't really look too out of place next to this thing. That's crazy. And there's at least a 20-year difference between these two. It's crazy how far tractors have come in the last 20 years. So we kind of learned our lesson why this tractor was so cheap, and it was only $46,000. I mean, in today's market, this tractor was, well, every bit of at least 80 to 90,000, with the decent hours that it did have on it and the condition it was in. So we learned our lesson of why this tractor was so cheap, is because it had a underlying issue that I think the seller knew, but unfortunately we didn't know. So we took the gamble and we ended up paying the price for it. However, we still did, even at 46,000, and then you add in the almost $4,000 on top of that, we still come out really, really good on this tractor. So don't really have any regrets there. And now she's back and gonna be a workhorse for us. So I think we're going to take on this $120,000 contract. It's fertilizing field 4 for Walter. So maybe this one and one other hefty one, and that should get us through the winter and through next spring. And we should be good in the finance department by taking on 2 hefty contracts, I would think. Okay, so we have field 4 completely fertilized here. We are going to collect our money, and we are 119,000, so just shy of 120. And we have 133,000 in the bank now. So I think we'll do one more contract, and then I think we'll be good for this winter. And then also it'll set us up for next spring. So I think we're gonna do another contract for Walter, where we'll do this harvesting one that pays just shy of $26,000. We're gonna be harvesting corn, and we're gonna be trucking it quite a ways away to the 5-bin cross auger setup. So let's borrow the equipment, and we will get started on this. Somewhere there should be a trigger here. Maybe not? I don't know. It's interesting. We'll drive back around here and see if we can find it again. I feel like it's got to be right next to this dryer. Maybe? Maybe not? Alright, so we're back on the farm. We completed the contract, found that trigger. We made $25,712. We ended up paying back the loan we had out to buy that piece of land that we own. So now we are at $94,000. We have no debt, and we outright own this tractor behind me. So now what our plan is probably to figure out what this coming spring is going to look like. How much money do we need to lease some ground, and how much money are we going to need to buy seed, fertilizer, and all that stuff, as well as leasing a planter and a digger, because we're going to need both of those. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying the series as well. I definitely appreciate it if you hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you guys in episode 5.